Okay, guys, this is ridiculous. Get in the car.
Solidarity forever!
Look, the Occupy movement is a serious issue, and you guys are making a mockery of it. Oh, and poking fun at our internet protest by blacking out all my DVD covers? Not funny!
This is not a joke. Cats have been unfairly stereotyped in the media for years, and we're fed up. We're not all lazy sloths who sleep all day, and we're definitely not evil just because we hunt vermin!
Look, you guys are overreacting. There are shows out there that portray cats in a positive light.
Prove it! Give us one good example!
TV Trash, and welcome to another edition of TV Treasures. Well, in order to keep the guys off their picket line, I have to find a good show involving cats. And so, we're diving into one of the fondly remembered, short-lived cartoons of the 1990s. Prepare yourselves for SWAT Cats Radical Squadron!
Alright! Yeah!
One of Hanna-Barbera's last big hits as an independent studio, SWAT Cats premiered in 1993 on the syndicated block The Fantastic World of Hanna-Barbera. The show is about vigilante fighter pilots Chance T-Bone Furlong and Jake Razor Clawson, who protect and defend the metropolis of Mega Cat City in their fighter jet, the Turbo Cat. So we have Batman meets Top Gun featuring anthropomorphic cats. Yeah, my interest is piqued. It's not hard to see what kids loved about this show at the time. It took the standard animal superhero format that was becoming popular and kicked the volume up several notches with high-tech fighter jets in a world that looks just slightly futuristic. Plus, our heroes are rebels with a cause, much to the chagrin of the actual police force, the Enforcers, and their commander Ulysses Farrell. Wow, names like Farrell and Clawson. I wonder how long it took this show to make a cat pun.
This old boneyard is supposed to be cursed.
Hey, what are you, Jack? A scaredy cat?
That might be a record. This aired back when action cartoons were in full swing, and it definitely took liberties from shows like Ninja Turtles. What show didn't? But what separated it from all the rest? Well, characterization did play a big part. The characters actually provide a very good contrast with one another. Razor is more reserved as a SWAT cat while being a technical genius. Yeah, he's a lot like Donatello, right down to being voiced by Barry Gordon. T-Bone, meanwhile, is far more brash and cocky of the two, providing the right balance.
Then how do I know you made 10 seconds? I mean, you could have passed out too, and just made it up to yank my tail.
That does it. 2 out of 3. Prepare to get your tail whipped.
I don't think so, pal. If any cat's gonna ace our little obstacle course, it's gonna be me.
Despite their hyper-competitive nature, he's also very protective of his partner, the Jet, and Callie Briggs, their ally in the mayor's office, who basically serves the same function as April O'Neil.
With all due respect to Commander Farrell, I don't think he has a shred of evidence to support his attack on the SWAT cats.
Forget it! Furry jokes are right up there with gay jokes for me. The voice acting was definitely top-notch, as along with Gordon, we got Charlie Adler, Tress MacNeille, Jim Cummings providing his classic buffoon voice, and even freaking Gary Owens!
You stay put, Felina. That's an order. And that goes double for you, SWAT cats.
You're not going to blow up my city hall until I know who we're dealing with and what he wants. Well, don't just stand there. Get up to the tower and find out what he wants.
I do give the show credit for giving us the backstory of the SWAT cats, even if it was held off until the 3rd episode. It turns out Chance and Jake were former enforcers that Farrell kicked out for disobeying orders and causing mass property damage, even though he was just as much, if not more, responsible. So now they have to work at the salvage yard to pay off their damages, but it was here they found the equipment to build their own jet and become soldiers the city can really depend on. Yeah, but I'm sure MacGyver could still top them out of building something out of complete crap. With the Turbo Cat, they find themselves facing foes like the Past Master, an undead wizard who controls time and wants to bring the world back to the Dark Ages.
I want the Dark Ages back. And when I find my Tome of Time, I will arrange just that. Hear the spell of this immortal. Send this creature through the portal.
Let's be thankful Malachite didn't have his powers in the Suburban Knights movie. Then there's Dr. Viper, a mutant cross between a cat and a snake, looking to mutate the entire world.
This new batch of Viper mutagen will be ready shortly. And then you 3 will be like me.
See, guys, snakes get stereotyped even worse than cats do. And then there's freaking Dark Cat, who looks like he could be in some ancient horror story and wants to turn Mega Cat City into his own dark empire.
What's the matter, Dark Cat? Couldn't handle us without help?
Cocky till the end. I like that.
This is what I'd call an either-or character. He's either the most awesome thing you have ever seen, or he will haunt your nightmares for eternity. There is a lot of stuff in this show that makes you have to suspend disbelief. You might find yourself wondering if a fighter jet could really be powered by volcanic gas, or how missiles can travel with even more curves than happy hour at Hooters. My advice, stop. This is the epitome of cartoons not needing to follow logic as long as you make it damn awesome. Obviously, the action is what drives the show, but what brings it together for me is how just about every character is enjoyable, even the antagonists. For all his ego, it's pretty clear that Farrell is dedicated to protecting the city, even if he isn't very good at it, and you get the sense that beneath it all, he may actually respect the SWAT cats.
What do you think I am, stupid?
Bingo.
Mayor Manx, while definitely not a villain, is the typical bumbling politician that you never get tired of laughing at.
Come over now, but I'm very busy.
First thing in the morning, then.
Saturday's usually my morning for golf, but...
He didn't turn down your parole. I did. Manx hasn't done an ounce of paperwork around here for years.
And of course, the villains are every bit the over-the-top, melodramatic big bads that made cartoons in the 90s so much fun.
It's not just our voices that have changed, Fango. We had a complete makeover.
I don't need defense secrets. I want the SWAT cats destroyed.
The one disappointment for me was Callie, who falls too often into the helpless damsel act. But she was eventually balanced out by Lieutenant Felina, a female fighter pilot with the same rebellious streak and do-or-die attitude of the SWAT cats.
Felina, I thought I ordered you to stay put.
Hey, you needed the best pilot, so here I am.
Yeah, take that, fans of the new Battlestar Galactica! Some people already had the concept of a cocky female fighter pilot before you gave Starbuck a sex change. Overall, the show seemed to be a more hardcore version of action shows at the time, right up there with Street Sharks and Biker Mice from Mars. It cranked up the intensity into overdrive, but it didn't take itself too seriously, because there was still plenty of witty banter to go around, creating the whole laugh-in-the-face-of-danger mantra that is eternally popular. I don't know if this type of intensity would appeal to me as a kid, which is probably why I didn't watch it much during its time, but I can definitely see others from my generation loving it. Okay, I've put this off long enough. It's time to talk about why this show had such a short life. Let me say first that I respect and admire Ted Turner. He turned a failing family business into a global media empire, and as a sports owner, only Mark Cuban could rival his passion. But yeah, this is not his proudest moment among many fans. He supposedly never liked that this show got far more praise than his own creation, Captain Planet. Plus, the concerned parents out there drilled it into his head that this show about talking cartoon cats was desensitizing kids to violence. And yet I'll bet those same parents would have no problem with their kids putting on pads and actually killing each other on a 100-yard field. Whatever the case, some people still suspect that he acquired the Hanna-Barbera properties just to kill shows like this. I don't know if I would go that far, but the fact remains that despite it being the highest rated syndicated cartoon, the show was canceled after just 2 seasons, along with the rest of the Fantastic World block, as HB was used to start producing the cartoons for Cartoon Network. And to be fair, many of those early shows became beloved in their own right, but it still left a bitter taste in the mouths of many. 6 episodes were at least conceived, but never got off the air, and many have accused Time Warner of trying to bury this show's existence. However, this may be greatly exaggerated, as the show's reruns have aired at varying times on Cartoon Network or Boomerang ever since. But the really good news is that in late 2010, it finally got a DVD release. It's only available for purchase online through the Warner Archive Collection, but the Radical Squadron still remains available to fans everywhere. And so that's SWAT Cats, and hopefully it shows you all that cats can be active, brash, confident heroes. Hopefully this will quell the uprising out there.
You're reviewing that reunion?